Okay, let's talk about really high quality drawing paper. This is the paper that I'm going to use if I know I'm doing a commission for someone, if I think I'm going to sell this artwork in the future, or if I'm not sure where the piece will end up, but I know that I'm going to be spending maybe 10 or more hours on the drawing. Then I'm going to switch over to this higher quality paper so that I know I get the best results possible. And it's really going to interact with the graphite in a different way. So let's look down at the paper and I'll introduce you to the type of paper that I've used for these types of drawings. And I think I've done this since my art career started, so many years. Okay, so this is Stonehenge cotton paper. This is an American-made paper. It's made by the Legion company. It was they started making this paper in 1972, and it's a mold-made paper. It comes in rolls, sheets, and these new pads that they started offering probably about, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. And you can see there's a variety of different sizes. So 5x7, 8x8, 11x14. These are older packaging, so the newer packaging is going to look more like this. This paper is a cotton-made paper, and so that means that it's the cotton is actually longer fibers than what you're normally seeing in your sketch paper or computer paper. Those papers are made typically with a softwood or something that's like a cellulose material, some other type of plant material. And those fibers are shorter, so they react differently with the paper. This cotton paper has really long fibers, and you might be envisioning that it's cotton like the white puffy cotton balls that you might see growing in a farmland. But instead, this paper is really made from waste from the textile industry. So they take small, I think they're called linters, that are like ends or cuts of things that like maybe they were making your jeans or your t-shirt, and that textile company didn't need them. They recycle the little scraps, and then that's bought by the paper company, who's going to then turn it into this paper. This is a very thick paper, which is really great because it makes it super forgiving. So rather than waste one of my big sheets of paper, I'm going to show you what it looks like on one of these smaller pieces of paper. And then here's a drawing that I did with a student of Abraham Lincoln, and this is on that same Stonehenge cotton paper. You can see it's a little bit more textured when I'm using a very soft pencil here. There's a lot of sort of like speckly nature to it. That's the highs and the lows of the paper coming from the mold press that's made, and the way that the graphite interacts with it. Some people don't like that texture. I personally do, because I think it makes it look like it's a handmade drawing, and I want it to look like a handmade drawing, not something that's made on a computer or with a photograph. And what's so great about this paper is that it's super forgiving. So I'm using an ebony pencil, which is one of the blackest pencils you can get in graphite, and you can see that I can press hard, and I'm not going to get any like indentation in the paper here. Even with that hard pressure, it's not sort of compressing the paper and creating a dent there. And then it's really forgiving in terms of erasing. I can really scrub at a dark pencil mark and erase it, and it's not going to change things too much. Let's see if it changes the texture at all here. It maybe makes it a little bit less speckly and a little bit smoother, but that's probably from the second layer of compression of the pencil. But it's really going to allow you to do some things that you can't do with your thinner paper, because it's just the cotton fibers, being that they're longer, it's just, like I said, a lot more forgiving and letting you do things that are going to abuse your paper, and then you can still draw over top and not have a real impact in how the quality of your graphite is going to look. So again, this is the Legion brand Stonehenge. I don't know why they named it Stonehenge, but it's a great paper, and I hope it's one that you spend a little bit of extra for just when you're doing those projects that you know you really care about and would like to preserve for a longer amount of time. So I hope that helps you guys out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.